Hello, and welcome to the Tianjin Centennial Library. My name is Lance, and I'm a librarian here at Southwestern Adventist University. This video is part of a series where I talk about the library, how it works, and what skills you need to do research well. In this video, I will explain what controlled vocabulary is and how it can be useful for your research. There is a crazy amount of information out in the world today, and there's always more being created. There are tens of thousands of librarians worldwide who are constantly working to keep that data indexed and organized so that it can be easily found by professors, students, and researchers, just like the ones here at Southwestern. In order to keep things unified, librarians created what is called a controlled vocabulary, which means that they all agree to use the same words to describe the same things in the same way when they're organizing things. When choosing words, librarians have to be very careful. We don't always use words the way they would be used in regular speech, and some fields use a lot of technical language or jargon, which librarians might not be using to organize things. It's important to librarians that everything be as easy to find as possible, so you don't have to know all of this vocabulary in order to find things. But if you find yourself struggling to locate enough good sources on a topic, checking what words you're using can be a helpful way to shift perspective. Luckily, these lists are always publicly available. The most common form of controlled vocabulary is called the Library of Congress Subject Headings List. Every university in the United States uses this list to organize their own collections. The subject headings list can be found at the URL on your screen. You can check your search keywords by clicking on the letter that represents the first letter of your word, then scrolling down through the list until you find your word. There will be a list of other words underneath it, but the ones you'll want to change to, if any, have the word use next to them on the left. Some databases also have their own list of vocabulary. They may call their list a thesaurus. If you see that the database you're using has a link to a thesaurus or something vocabulary related, it is better to use their recommended language than the language from the Library of Congress. You don't have to do this for every keyword you use in a search, but if you're having trouble finding results, it can be helpful to change how you're approaching things. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for listening, and don't forget that we have a bunch of other videos that can help you out. If you have any questions or need more help or information, don't hesitate to reach out to the library at the contact information on the screen.